After reviewing the footage, I can see that I have grease stains on my hoodie, and I already knew how y'all gonna get in the comments, and I didn't want to hear nothing about it, so I'm recording this. I went out to eat last night, and I had nachos, and I got grease stains on my hoodie. Yes, so I'm gonna wash it, do all that stuff, but just enjoy the video, and yeah, appreciate y'all. Okay, I don't know if we're recording or not. We should be. For some reason, my Streamlabs is acting up, so if the audio sounds a little different, I apologize. We're doing this old-fashioned way with just regular camera. But yeah, so life is gonna show you blessings in the form of people and as well as life lessons. And that can be from relatives, friends, family members, or random people, anybody. It can literally be anyone you know or don't know yet. And I think you've probably heard this quote before, but you can even take random information or knowledge from a homeless person on the street, whatever. They have something you can take away. So when life presents you with these opportunities and these lessons and these ways for you to advance yourself, you have to be able to listen and take away the bits and pieces. Everyone who comes to you in life isn't going to always be right, isn't going to always be wrong, but there's going to be something there for you to see, for you to gain from and listen in the message, right? Even myself included, I'm not going to always be right. I just make videos, whatever. You may agree with me or disagree with me, but that's perfect because it's a lesson in that. What is he saying that I agree with? What is he saying that I disagree with? Right? You can always take away something, regardless of who it is. And when life presents you these people, they're going to either help change your life for the better, which should be the case. And I'm not going to sit here and be super optimistic and say every bad thing that happens to somebody was meant to happen or nothing like that. But some bad things definitely happen, and it's unfortunate. But even in that bad action happening and all that, there's a lesson in it. And you have to be willing to see the lesson and learn from it, and so you don't commit it again, because smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from the mistakes of other people. So no matter what's going on, whatever's happening to you, there's always a takeaway from it. And once you get better at associating that, it becomes a lot easier to start growing from your past errors, or like I said, other people's past errors. And it's not about what happens to you, but how much of the knowledge you're able to absorb from those actions. So I have a friend, well, I have multiple friends, and they're really good people. Lucky to have them in my life. God heaven sent people. You know what I'm saying? I had this friend, and we were playing basketball the other day. Was on the court, just playing a friendly one-on-one, having fun. He was low-key giving me buckets, which is crazy because we got to run that back. I ain't going out like that. But regardless of that, in the middle of our game, we just stopped to have a genuine conversation. You know, we're still talking. I'm still dribbling the ball, whatever. And after our conversation is over, he's apologized, like, yeah, man, I didn't even mean to get that deep into the combo, whatever. It's just good combo. I'm just listening to him. I'm like, you don't have to apologize for that, because, and I said this, don't know my words exactly. I'm just going to try to summarize what I said. Basically, I was just telling him, like, I'd be a fool to not soak in the information, because that's what it's all about. Why would I try to dismiss something that's being told to me if there's a lesson in it? And that's for anything. Like I said, anyone can tell you anything. So I'm always eager and ready to just listen to the next person and get their perspective and get their insight on something that I may not be knowledgeable of, or something I may be knowledgeable of, but why not refine it? Why not learn even more information? Why not soak in more? There's always something more that can be gained, and that complacency of feeling like you got everything figured out, it's never going to be the case. NBA players still have trainers. NBA players still study film. They go to coaching, all that, right? They have all these things, these actions to perfect their craft to even higher, because there's no such thing as perfect. So why not try to get as close to it as possible? You know what I'm saying? And that's another great takeaway. But yeah, I have a friend that also corrects me, a religious friend, which all of my friends are religious, I'm pretty sure. But this person, we go to Bible study together. He'd come over, write verses. He'd correct me when I'm doing wrong. Hey man, that's not the way of the Lord, this and stuff. You know, you should follow better, you do better. And that's when you have to lower your ego and let the guidance and wisdom flow through you, because at that point, a lot of people don't want to hear it. I mean, there's a lot of times too, parents would know the best for the child, and the child will be rebellious. Bad action will happen. They'll be upset about it, and then, you know, years down the line, they'll understand, oh yeah, I shouldn't have did that. Now it's a life lesson they learn. But here's the thing, like I said earlier, smart people learn from their mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Your parent told you that because they've been through that same situation, and they were trying to protect you from it, but you have to learn it anyways through your own actions, which is it's cool, it happens, right? But it would just prevented you if you just learned from their mistakes, because they made that same mistake, which is why they told you. But yeah, so my friend, he'd correct me like, hey man, it's not the way, you shouldn't be doing this. And in that moment, it'd be like, hurt to the pride, whatever. But you gotta suck that up and just roll with the hits. Like, you did wrong, you gotta learn to own up to that. Me personally, I have to, if I'm in the wrong, I always have to own up to that, because I lose sleep over stuff like that. Like, my conscience, my morals, if I'm in the wrong, I gotta make sure it's cleared up before I lay my head on that pillow, because that follows you through the next day, and that follows you through next week, and before you know it, your whole life is in shambles because of one incident that could have been cleared the day it happened. So I appreciate him for that, keep me on that path. Then the friend who I'm able to have those conversations with, like on the basketball court, he opens my mind to other alternative ways, right? And that's what's so cool about it, is when you learn how to really communicate and talk to other people, you realize there's no such thing as debating and arguing, because we're both getting something, right? I'm not trying to convince you my way of thinking is right. I'm just explaining you why I think my way, and you can take the bits and pieces from it. So there is no right or wrong. It's more of just like, let me understand your way. You know what I'm trying to say? It's more of that. So I have that friend for that, and it's amazing because we both can just elevate each other so much through just normal conversing normally and just having these conversations. So that's also cool. This is my second time recording this video, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but my computer's acting weird or not. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. But I had one more friend, and I can't think of what he brung. Oh, I know what it was. So yeah, and for my third lesson that was just really shown to me, and the people who come in my life, I have a friend. He makes music. He's been making music for a couple years now, right? I think he was doing music before I started making videos and recording and stuff. But it's just his dedication and commitment. Like, I've never once seen him like ever complain about not blowing up or not doing anything, and he just continues to put his head down and work. And it was just so motivating to see another person doing that, because when I started making my videos, I've been doing videos for like 4 years now. It was so motivating to be like, okay, he's still on his path. I'm doing content, he's doing music. We're in two different fields, yet he still loves his craft and is still trying to perfect his craft, and he's not complaining about anything. Like, people feel like after a couple years, if they have nothing to show for it, nothing popped off, it was a waste of time, let me quit. Not him. He'll continue to work, and it was just so motivating being in that same like field of not seeing the reward for the work you're putting in, not getting that validation, and he would just never let that phase him. And I was like, that's a lesson right there. Like, these are all people and lessons that life will show you, but you have to be open to see it, because if you're not open-minded to see the blessings and the lessons that life is throwing at you, you're going to continue to go through the same process, and you're going to continue to fail over and over and over, because you're not learning from it, right? You can't just keep hitting your head on the wall. You got to learn how to eventually think outside the box. So if you're getting these lessons, if anything bad's happening, what's the takeaway? Like, what can you learn to better yourself in any situations, any regard? What kind of people do you allow around you to better yourself, and vice versa? It's about giving and receiving. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone on some high horse. I know everything. I don't. I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's completely fine, because there's still a lesson in you not agreeing with me. What am I saying that you don't agree with? Okay, that just revalidates your morals, your thoughts even more. So there's always something you can take and give, and you have to learn that medium to be able to receive as well as give to others the same lessons and values. That way we all grow better and stronger. My back is killing me. This is like I said, this is the second time recording this. My throat was dry. I need some water. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully the audio on this doesn't sound horrible, because like I mentioned, for some reason my computer's acting weird, so I have to record this on my actual camera. So I don't even know how it's gonna sound because I can't use my mic. But if you made this far, I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep guiding guys' lives. I'll catch you guys next upload. Oh yeah, I gotta end it here. I'm tripping.